Arsenal 1, Zurich 0, and I can't believe that this game ended 1-0. I can't believe that there wasn't more goals in this game. Did we not make that a lot harder than it needed to be today, Arsenal? I mean, listen, happy days. We're through. Hopefully, this is the last time we're in the group stages of the Europa League. Actually, hopefully this is the last time we're in this competition, caramba, because I'm sick and tired of the Europa League. We've made hard work of the group stage games. A lot of the teams are coming up against, isn't really the teams that we should be going up against, really, a club the size of Arsenal. But we got the job done. The most important thing today was qualifying, being top of the group. We just needed a draw or win. We got the win today. We hung on. I don't know how, because it was squeaky bum time the last 10, 15 minutes of the game. It was squeaky bum time the first 10, 15 minutes of the game, where Zurich were pressing us, making it hard work, pinning us back to our box and our half of the pitch. And literally, I don't know how this game ended 1-0. I mean, Arsenal had so many chances in this game to put it to bed. We didn't. Fabio Vieira had countless amount of chances. So did Eddie Nketiah. Jesus had one or two chances as well. Don't know how he skied it. I don't know how we didn't win, but it is what it is. We just needed the win, and we managed to get that. Today, for me, it's more than easy to pick the man of the match today. Kieran Tierney today, man of the match. Not only for the goal, showing Fabio Vieira how you take a shot and how you put it, in the ball in the back of the net, but also his performance in the duration of the game, running up and down the channel on the left, giving another option for Eddie Nketiah, whipping in crosses, and he was relentless today. 10 out of 10 performance today from Kieran Tierney. Can't say that about all the players, but there were one or two good performances. I also thought Reiss Nelson wasn't that bad today. Obviously, he was working with a midfield that was non-existent. This midfield today, I don't know how there was no rhythm. They weren't controlling the pace of the game. They weren't controlling Zurich. And this is why the first 10, 15 minutes of the game, Zurich were pressing us and they were having all the chances and pinning us back. And I don't know, I said this before. I was expecting, before the game actually started, I actually said to Aussie Gooner, who I did the watch along with, I said, I predicted 3-0. And we made it a lot harder than it needed to be. And I said, look, Zurich will try and hit us on the break, and they will try and pin us back. But just like the first game, when Marquinhos scored and it was 1-0 against Arsenal, they don't have the quality up front. How many chances does Zurich have to win the game? In the last couple of minutes of the game, they had about 2 chances. One header that went wide. There was another chance where they whipped it in, and luckily for us, Ramsdale saved us in that situation. But today, just a lot harder than it needed to be. But I'm just happy, caramba. I'm just happy that it's done now. Group stages is done. We've topped the league. I think we don't have another European game until March. This is good. This is good. Obviously, we don't need more games. At the end of the day, we all know that this squad is light, and I don't want to see, I just don't want to see a lot of these rotation players. It goes to show that a lot of the time when we play these rotation players, these bench players, these players that a lot of Arsenal fans said they can do a job, you see the levels dropping. Let's start up front. Reiss Nelson, for me, played very well. Gabriel Jesus was getting no support from the midfield. We're getting overrun. Fabio Vieira wasn't offering anything. Lokonga was completely just Casper the Ghost. I don't know what he brings to the team, but it is what it is. Gabriel Jesus was playing off Eddie Nketiah and a lot of times off Reiss Nelson. I think Reiss Nelson had a decent game. A lot of little 1-2 intricate play. Also trying to get Gabriel Jesus inside behind the defenders. I think Reiss Nelson did well in his link-up play with Gabriel Jesus today. Second half, I think it was even better. Reiss Nelson, was being a lot more direct with the way he was playing, running at players, running down the channels, actually, spamming crosses into the box. I think he was affecting the game in the final third a lot better than the first half. But I think overall, Reiss Nelson had a decent game, not to the level of Nottingham Forest. I think he had a good game. He wasn't supported with the midfield. They weren't really providing him with a lot of through balls, a lot of chances. He was kind of having to create his own luck and his own chances alongside Gabriel Jesus. Now, Gabriel Jesus played excellently today, dropping in deep. And the thing is, it just goes to show that Fabi Vieira, Lukonga, and Mohamed El Neni just weren't doing their job because Gabriel Jesus was dropping in so deep, dropping past Mohamed El Neni just to receive the ball and then spark the attack. And this is what I'm saying, that with somebody like Gabriel Jesus, you need to create a lot of chances for him because he's not a clinical striker. And today showed it again. Once again, another game where Gabriel Jesus doesn't score. But he also doesn't have the midfield to provide him with the chances so we can get the best out of Gabriel Jesus. We know that he's very good at grabbing the ball and, you know, bringing in other wingers, other midfielders into the game, but he also needs to be assisted. He is a striker, and strikers feed off of service. He didn't have that service today. You know, he didn't have that service. Fabi Vieira was not giving him the service. There was a chance, I think it was 10, 15 minutes into the second half, that Gabriel Jesus had a one-on-one with the goalkeeper and it hit off the goalkeeper's shoulder. And this is something that, you know, I want to see more from Gabriel Jesus. I want to see him more clinical. He's getting chances. He gets into good areas. He's good at the build-up play. But when it comes to putting the ball at the back of the net, that is something that's lacking from him. And for me, I want to see more from Gabriel Jesus. And this was the problem that I said before we got him. But it is what it is. I'm not going to get down his throat too much. Hopefully, he can find his shooting boots against Chelsea on the weekend where it really, really matters. But Gabriel Jesus today was fantastic in everything apart from scoring goals. And it was the same story of Gabriel Jesus against Nottingham Forest that we saw today against Zurich. And Gabriel Jesus, listen, I do rate him. I do think he's a top player, but he just needs to learn how to put the ball in the back of the net. I mean, this little goal drought, we need him to step up. You know, luckily today, Kieran Tierney showed everyone how it's done, but there are going to be games where we're going to be relying on Gabriel Jesus to put the chances that come his way in the back of the net. But overall, from Gabriel Jesus and Reece Nelson, I think they had good games today. I don't think it was that bad from either one of them. Eddie Nketiah. Now, this is the pukaria that I've been saying. What happened to, protect his value? What happened to, this guy, we should protect his value and keep him. He can do a job. He's good as rotation, this and that. How many chances does Eddie Nketiah need to put the ball in the back of the net? Because since playing, I think it was since I don't even know, 5, 6, 7 games ago, I've not seen this guy score. Eddie Nketiah is one of the most frustrating players I've seen in my life, Gadam. But this guy, is going to cause me to have a pity pack. If you don't know what a pity pack is, it's a heart attack. What does he do? How many chances came in Nketiah's way and the guy is literally either he kicks it straight at the goalkeeper or he skies it high? I don't understand. There was a header that he had. The cross was from Fabi Vieira. We had a corner. The corner goes in. Fabi Vieira crosses it to Eddie Nketiah and he heads it straight to the goalkeeper. There was another chance where he's running through the middle, takes a shot, and it strikes straight at the goalkeeper. Like, this guy is so frustrating. Then he had chances where Gabriel Jesus has 2 defenders. We're hitting him on the break. He passes it to Nketiah, and Nketiah has yards of space to run into. And what does Nketiah do? Starts doing step overs, starts jogging with the ball instead of running and attacking that clear space, something that Martinelli is excellent at doing. And this is why I don't understand why, once again, Mikel Arteta is playing Eddie Nketiah on the left, because he's ineffective on the left. Listen, we won today, but there are players in this squad on the bench that are just frustrating, and this is why I keep saying it. Come January, we need to sign some players because certain players are just not good enough. Eddie Nketiah, I don't know, bro. This guy, bro, like, he just doesn't attack the space, or he runs into the congestive midfield, center of the pitch, and he just doesn't offer enough. He doesn't have that killer instinct. Yes, I can give Eddie Nketiah some praise for, there was instances where he was playing good 1-2s off of Jesus, off of Tierney. Yeah, I can give him that. But ultimately, you're a striker. I need you to bag goals, bro. I need you to bag goals because he doesn't hold up. Because this is the thing. With Gabriel Jesus, you can give him a bit of leeway because even when he doesn't score, he assists or he drops in deep, gets the ball, and he sparks a counter-attack. Eddie Nketiah doesn't do that. Eddie Nketiah is incapable of holding the ball and assisting someone or creating a chance or getting an assist. He just ain't that good. His first touch as well is poor. Eu tô cansado of seeing this Sonic Hedgehog just running around, and there's no end product. You know what I mean? For me, I'm done with Nketiah. Like, the experiment hasn't banged. And I said this when we gave him number 14 and a contract extension. He ain't good enough. He ain't of the level and he doesn't deserve another contract. And we should just let him go because he's not of the level required. And for me, Eddie Nketiah, if you're unable to perform against Bodo Glimt, Zurich, PSV, then for me, we just don't need you because we're on course this season to qualify for Champions League. God willing, please, meu Deus, Nossa Senhora Fatima do Céu. This is the last time that I have to be watching a game, getting biddy backs, watching games, yeah, almost having heart attacks, watching Europa League group stages. I'm done with this competition. I hope we win it. I hope we qualify for Champions League and we're out of this competition. I'm sick of this competition already. Honestly, when you assess the way we played in the group stages, it's not been good enough. And Eddie Nketiah is not the player to get us to where we want to be at, to where we're trying to head to. He's just not it. Sambi Lokonga, the less I say, the better, because I did not see this guy unless he fell to the floor. What does this guy offer? I'm yet to still hear what people think that this guy offers, because all I keep hearing is, oh, he's young, he's Project Youth, but this guy isn't good enough. I'd seen nothing. He ain't a good passer of the ball. Defensively, he's always caught out of position, because when we was getting pressed, stages of this game when we were getting pressed, Lokonga wasn't there to help Mohamed El Neni, who was another guy that was ghost today. He wasn't there. He doesn't affect the game going forward. He doesn't make assists for our strikers and our wingers. So what does he actually do? I want to see what Lokonga's actually good at. I'm yet to see it. Lokonga just ain't good enough, and to have this guy as an option off the bench is ridiculous. And this is why we need to go get better. He ain't of the level. And I argue and debate anybody that wants to debate me on Lokonga. He ain't good enough. Lokonga needs to leave. This guy offers absolutely nothing, and I cannot believe how long he lasted on the pitch. I cannot believe it, because the guy was offering absolutely nothing. Eu tô cansado. I had enough. Lokonga, go out on loan, go do your thing out on loan. Maybe you need a loan move like Nuno Tavares. Maybe you'll pick up some form. Maybe you'll pick up, I don't know. But over here at Arsenal, on what we're trying to do, and we're currently trying to be in the title race and trying to go at it with Man City, Lokonga is not going to help us along this journey. For me, Lokonga's been an absolute disgrace. And instead of looking at Reece Nelson and his performance against Nottingham Forest and seeing that, even though you're on the bench, you can be a player that comes, when minutes are given to you, you can, create competition for Xhaka. He ain't creating competition for nobody. For me, Sambi Lokonga needs to leave. The sooner the better. Just ain't of the level. Mohamed El Neni. Now, a lot of people thinking that Mohamed El Neni, he's only come back from injury, he's not match fit, and I understand all of that. But this is Zurich. This is Zurich. I'm expecting a lot better, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was expecting a better performance from Lokonga when I saw that El Neni was in the team, but the game just passed him by, and this is why he got subbed off for Partey. He was just not good enough. He couldn't get a grip of the midfield, didn't mark his men. Runners were, they were outnumbering him in the midfield, was getting caught way too far up the pitch, out of position like Lokonga, wasn't doing his defensive duties. For me, alongside Lokonga, Mohamed El Neni today was atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. I can't remember him winning the ball. I can't remember him putting in a tackle. I just remember him just running around like a headless chicken. And for me, it ain't good enough. And this is why I said, and I keep saying, we need another CDM, because Mohamed El Neni isn't of the level. I understand that he's coming back into the team. I get it. But ultimately, he ain't good enough. Even when fit, he ain't good enough. Anything happens to Thomas Partey and we have to rely on El Neni, just like last season, it ain't going to be a good look, because the guy ain't good enough ultimately. Mohamed El Neni, Sambi Lokonga, both poor. Fabio Vieira, get this pastel de nata, get this arroz doce back to Lisbon, bro. I don't want to see this guy any longer, bro. This guy is terrible. Terrible. Another midfielder of Arsenal that I don't understand what he brings to the team. Man's doing a bicycle kick. Man thought, he was prime Ronaldo. He's going to do a bicycle kick in the box. And you already know this is desperation. He knows he's been performing really badly. He knows that he's not dislodging Odegaard from the starting lineup. And if you watch my channel regularly, you already know that I'm not the biggest fan of Odegaard. But Odegaard is levels above Fabio Vieira. Fabio Vieira, what does he do? Gets the ball, loses the ball. Doesn't carry the ball properly. Doesn't affect the final third. He had I remember 3 or 4 chances to put the ball in the back of the net. What does he do? Fluffs it. Every single time. The bicycle kick he misses. There was another chance where he smashes it straight over the goalpost. It's like, what are you doing, bro? There was a chance where he was 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. He took a touch. You take a touch to gather your composure and then smack it, top bins. No, what does Fabio Vieira do? What does this Portuguese pastel do? Yeah? What does this vaca do? No, smashes it straight over the post. What are you doing, bro? You have no composure. You have no rhythm. You don't help Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus has to do the job of Fabio Vieira and Lokonga. He needs to drop in deep, get the ball, do the 1-2s, create himself a situation and score a goal, because Sambi Lokonga and Fabio Vieira just don't affect the game and do not help him out at all. The only ones helping Jesus at all this game was Tierney, Nketiah to a degree, and Reece Nelson. He had no support from this midfield. Our midfield today was an absolute shambles. And this is why there was big stages in the game where Zurich were able to outnumber us and pin us back to our box. It ain't good enough. I'm happy that we won. I'm happy that we got the result. I'm happy that we topped our group. But these kind of problems here, these are the players going forward, yeah, so far that we have to come off the bench and affect the games. It doesn't fill me with a lot of hope. And this is what I've been saying. And all I ever get is, oh, Northside, you're negative. Cala a boca. Cala a boca. Para de reclamar. Tô cansado. I don't want to hear it any longer. Cala a boca e escuta só. Escuta só. Listen, yeah? These kind of rotation players on the bench are just not good enough. Fabio Vieira, what's it going to take, bro? What do you do, bro? Like, come on. This is Zurich. Bro, like, how many more minutes? Bro, this guy's been given minutes so far this season. So has Lokonga. Have they really taken it by the scruff of the neck? No. Listen, I take the win and we move. But at the end of the day, these are the players that we got going into the Chelsea game. If the starting 11 players aren't doing it, these are the players that are going to be coming onto the pitch. Mohamed El-Nene's and Fabio Vieiras and Lokongas. And Nketiah's. I don't know if no one's worried, but I'm worried. I'm definitely worried. Fabio Vieira today, absolutely horrendous. Fabio Vieira and Nketiah could have made this game 5-6-0 today. And they just scuffed every chance. Every chance. The basic things they need to do, they don't do it. Fabio Vieira doesn't drive at attackers with the ball. He doesn't assist Gabriel Jesus. He doesn't assist Nelson. He doesn't assist Nketiah. What does he do? Then he gets chances, one-on-ones with the goalkeeper, chances in the box, yeah, where it's harder to miss than to score. And the guy misses it or puts it over the post. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, you need to step up. And this is why I never wanted this guy. And this is why whenever you hear Arsenal fans overgassing a player that you've never seen, just calma. Because most of these guys don't be watching these leagues, innit? And this is why you just need to calma. Because all the trash talk I got, yeah, for me criticizing Fabio Vieira when we signed him, yeah, I'm yet to be silenced. But we move. Fabio Vieira, Mohamed El-Neni, and Lokonga are both absolutely shocking and probably the worst three out of everyone on the pitch today. We move to Ben White. Ben White played very well today. He had it hard for the first 5-10 minutes when we were getting pressed by Zurich. But after, one thing I've been liking about Ben White, even though he's not a defender that I necessarily rate like that, one thing I've liked of him on the right-hand side, he's learned to overlap Reece Nelson. Normally he's playing with Saka on the right-hand side, but he's learning to overlap the winger and put a ball in. And he was the reason. I mean, Reece Nelson put him through, Ben White whips it in, Fabio Vieira misses it, and then Tierney scores. Do you know what I'm saying? And that was a move that was a good cross from Ben White, and he put it on the plate for Vieira, and Vieira didn't finish it. But one thing I'm liking about Ben White is the way he's affecting our play going forward. And he's actually playing like a fullback. I know he's a centre-back, and I give him props and I give him praise because he's upped his game this season. And playing as a right-back this season, I've liked him a lot more as a right-back than I have as a centre-back. As a centre-back, he's very problematic. But as a right-back, Ben White does deserve a lot of praise so far this season. Hopefully he can keep it up. The season ain't over, but I've liked the way he's performed. He's not getting bossed up, he's not getting badded up on the right-hand side. He's doing his job, he's marking his man, and he's also being effective and playing like a proper fullback and helping giving another option to our wingers, to our winger, in this case, Reece Nelson today. So I can't lie. I am going to give praise to Ben White today. I think he played very, 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 very well. Rob Holding, At times, I think he could do a little bit better. There was a shot from Zurich where the Zurich player was just outside the box, and they whip a ball through to the Zurich player, and he's about to shoot, and nobody goes to approach the player. Sometimes, one thing I don't like about Rob Holding, sometimes he ball watches a bit too much. There's a time where you stand off a player, and there's a time where you close the player down. And I think sometimes Rob Holding isn't the greatest at assessing when to close down and when not to. But at the end of the day, we all know he's a defender that we need to be moving on. Rob Holding isn't the level that we need at Arsenal, especially if we're trying to go for league titles, getting back into the Champions Leagues. Rob Holding isn't the level of defender that we need here at Arsenal. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Rob Holding wasn't too bad today. There was times where I think he could have did a bit better, but he wasn't shocking. He wasn't terrible today. I'm not going to get onto Rob Holding's neck today. I don't think he was terrible. Gabriel, the same thing. The same thing with Gabriel today. There was times where he needed to approach the attack, and sometimes he needed to stand off. But ultimately, I think he had a decent game. I think he had a calm game. Nothing terrible from Gabriel, to be fair to him. Kieran Tierney, goes without saying, Kieran Tierney for me was man of the match. The way he was bombing down that left-hand side, providing an option for Nketiah, bringing Nketiah into the game, giving Nketiah another option, whipping balls in, getting the goal. Do you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I don't think anyone can argue that Tierney was man of the match. My brother, Mil Tropa, you already know what time it is. He's definitely my Tropa, you know what I'm saying? But definitely the best left back at the club, and I don't understand why this manager is not playing him more. I don't understand why Tierney's in and out of the team. I don't know why he's in and out of the team, because he's better than Zinchenko and he's better than Tomiyasu on the left hand side. He is the best left back, and I don't think anyone can debate that. Kieran Tierney is Arsenal's best left back, without a shadow of a doubt. He is our best left back, and Ramsdale, I think he saved us at certain moments, and at other moments he was a bit rocky. Ramsdale, there was times where, I don't know what was going on with his kicking from out the back. I don't know what was going on with his kicking from out the back. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he had a pity back, or maybe he had his blood pressure going up and he had a heart attack. Maybe he had a pity back. I don't know. But I can't be seeing that pucaria of shots that he was doing. I can't be seeing that no more. I'm done. You cannot be shooting like that anymore. You can't. I'm sorry, Ramsdale, you need to fix up. But when he had these one-on-ones with Zurich players, he kept us in the game. He saved the shots. And he's a good shot stopper at the end of the day. Like, he's not a bad goalkeeper, and I still rate him. But some of that kicking out from the back, bro, you need to improve on that, because that was a disgrace. I don't know what was going on with that. He definitely needs to improve that on that aspect. But ultimately, listen, we're through. I'm sick and tired of this competition. Thank you, God. It's over. We move. Top of the table. It is what it is. I'm not going to moan too much. It is what it is, bro. But this is exactly why I moan. Today is the exact reason why I moan. Whenever you take out the starting 11 players and you put on players that are on the bench, it is ridiculous how quick the level drops. It's not good enough. And when you want to win a league, when you want to win a Champions League, you need squad depth. You need squad depth, especially a club like Arsenal that have European games, 2 cup competitions, and the Premier League that you're supposed to be fighting for. You need rotation, and we need to go in January and actually rectify this. For me, it's just not good enough. That midfield today was absolutely ridiculously poor. It was pathetic. There was not one midfielder today that I felt played well out of the starting players, Lokonga, Mohamed Elneny, and Fabio Vieira. And then even when you look at the substitutions, I mean, Thomas Partey came on, he did all right. Saka was looking dangerous when he come on, and he created chances, to be fair to him. Martin Odegaard, what did he do when he came on? I didn't see it. I did not see it. Yeah, once again, anonymous. I didn't see anything. I didn't see him changing the game. I didn't see nothing from Odegaard. Tomiyasu did all right, but it is what it is, man. Ultimately, it's just not good enough, and we need better. Let's be real. I hope Tomiyasu's okay. I think he pulled something, if I'm not mistaken. I think he pulled something. Hopefully, it's not going to keep him up for too long, because I actually think Tomiyasu's actually done decently for Arsenal this season. But ultimately, it's just not good enough. It's not good enough. Odegaard coming on and just, what did he do? What did he do? I don't know why we have so many midfielders at this club that just, what did they do? They come on and they're just anonymous. What did they do? They're not adding anything, And I feel sorry for Jesus, Of course, we need to talk about Jesus, not banging in goals in front of, when he has one-on-ones with the goalkeeper and the chances that he's given, he doesn't put the goals to bed and put the ball in the back of the net. But at the same time, today, can we really say that the midfield really helped him? I don't think so. Lokonga has to be the worst out of all of it. I think Lokonga was worse than Fabio Vieira and worse than Nketiah. Them three were terrible today. Absolutely terrible. Eddie and Nketiah, just get rid. I don't understand why we're not seeing more of Marquinhos, man. I really don't understand it. Like, I really don't understand what Nketiah brings to this team. I don't get it. I don't see it. And even when I'm seeing certain people crying in the chat, they still can't explain to me what Nketiah brings, what Lokonga brings, and what Fabio Vieira brings. So at the end of the day, I'm happy that we're through. Of course, I'm happy that we're through. But this to me, this is the storm from Fortnite. It's coming. The storm is coming. If we don't rectify the fact that this squad is thin and is lacking quality from the bench in January, then just get ready for the wheels to fall off this season, because this ain't good enough. It really isn't. And it's not just a one-off. And this is the thing. It's not just been a one-off. When you look at all our games in the Europa League, I don't think any Arsenal fan can actually come out and say, oh, we've actually performed well in the Europa League. We've got the job done. Yes, we have. We've got it done. We're through. We top the league. We top the table and we move. But at the same time, there are still things that need to be worked on. But ultimately, we won. Ultimately, we did win. Nice and fresh. We got a crybaby. We got a crybaby here in the chat. Let's see. You're so negative and toxic all the time. Just go and support Chelsea. Well, why don't you just go and watch an Arsenal channel that's going to tell you everything you want to hear? How about that? Because at the end of the day, I think it's been quite a balanced review for myself. As a matter of fact, I think it's been quite balanced. I said we got the job done, which we did. I said that there was some players that played well, but there were some players that didn't play that well. And if they don't start upping their game, then it's going to start costing us. Yeah, the crunch end of the season, if we see Lokonga playing like this, Mohamed El-Neni playing like this, and Fabio Vieira, I'm not going to get too much on Mohamed El-Neni because I know that he's coming back from an injury, hasn't had enough game time. But Sambi Lokonga, Fabio Vieira, and Eddie Nketiah have had the most game times and the most minutes, in the Europa League. Have any of them filled themselves with any glory? I don't think so. I do not think so. And that is going to cost us. And this is why when you have crybabies, bitching about what I'm saying, like hardcore FC, that is too scared to show his face. This is why you can't debunk anything I'm saying. Because name me a game in the Europa League that Arsenal have played well. We haven't. So that is a cause for concern. Of course it is. I've said the same thing about Tottenham. Tottenham have been playing very poorly, but getting the results. Eventually, it's going to catch up to them. I don't want it to catch up to Arsenal, so I keep the same energy. I don't, it is what it is. Instead of actually trying to debunk what I'm saying, you're just there crying, whinging. Bro, it is what it is, isn't it? It's my match reaction. I say what I want. It's as simple as that. But Tierney was immense. Ben White has been very good. To be fair, this season, a lot of players that I don't necessarily rate, like Ben White, like Xhaka, I've actually praised them when praise is due. Reece Nelson hasn't been that great in the last couple of weeks. Today, I think he played well. And I think he played excellently against Nottingham Forest. So at the end of the day, even with players that I don't rate, things can always change. But you always need players and the squad to give you something to change your mind. Fabio Vieira could change my mind. Lokonga could change my mind if they actually start being consistent and putting up the performances. If they're not, I'm not going to come up on here and start lying and say, oh, Sambi Lokonga was immense today. Fabio Vieira was immense today. Nah, bro, I'm going to say it with my full chest. I'm going to say it as it is. It wasn't good enough today from them. But luckily, Tierney got us the win. We did what we needed to do. And I predicted before the game, just last little bit for Hardcore FC because I know he's butthurt, I predicted a 3-0. So is that not positive? I had a positive match reaction against for Nottingham Forest. I predicted us winning that game. I predicted us winning this game. I've come on to this. The performance hasn't been amazing because it wasn't. That's just the facts. But I have praised players that played well today. Even Ramsdale with his shocking kicking out the back, I did still give him props and say his shot stopping was good. So at the end of the day, if I see positives, I'll say it. If I see negatives, I'm going to say it. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. No need to be. It's just weird. Like some people just. The thing is, they can't actually form an argument. I'm always down for an argument, or not even an argument, a debate. I'm always up for a debate if you don't agree with what I say. But a lot of people don't want to make a debate because this hardcore FC, yeah, that's probably got acne in his face. Don't want to show his face. He's another one, yeah, getting stressed out, part of the Arteta fan police. Debunk what I'm saying. Debunk what I'm saying. Yeah, come at me with some facts. Because Nketiah had so many opportunities today, and the guy misses it. If you not, he misses shots, he misses headers. He doesn't run into space the way he should do. He's not direct. His link-up play isn't amazing. Sometimes his first touch is woeful. What do you want me to say about the guy? Fabio Vieira, same thing. Everything I can say about Nketiah, I can say about Fabio Vieira. So at the end of the day, I'm only going to call it as I see it. At the end of the day, the players can go out there and prove me wrong. You know, Granit Xhaka, so far, is proving me wrong for Arsenal, so far. Yeah, but he has to keep it up to the end of the season. But I've been giving him props. I don't know what people want, bro. They just want you to support players no matter what. They can drop stinkers. The team can play poorly. I'm supposed to come on here and say, yeah, we was amazing. Yeah. Nah, bro. I'm going to say it as it is, and I'm going to say it as I see it. You know, that's how I started this channel. That's how I'm always going to be. That's how I've always been. So it is what it is, man. Let me get into some of you lot's comments and your thoughts on today's game against Zurich. It's mad. It's mad today. I can't even lie. Like, what's it going to take to see Marquinhos, man? That's the one little thing. Like, I really wanted to see Marquinhos. I really wanted to see, like, you know, how good this kid is. Why did we bring him? You know, see something. I'm not expecting Marquinhos to be the finished article. By no means am I expecting Marquinhos to be the finished article. I just want to see Marquinhos and see. I just want to see more of him. Like, since the first game we played against Zurich, I've not seen him at all anymore. And I was just like, bro, I want to see this guy. Like, I want to see why Arsenal brought him in. Like, do you know what I mean? I didn't really know of him before we brought him to Arsenal. So it is what it is. Francisco, big up to you, bro. Que pasó? Listen, that flipping pastel de nata, that flipping Fabio Vieira, he ain't good enough, bro. He really ain't good enough, bro. He really ain't good enough. But I'd like to know what you think of him. Francisco says Arsenal won the game, but not enough killer instinct again for the opportunities created. Very worrisome for a team that is doing well so far in the Prem. Yeah, it is. It is. But apparently you're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to say anything. The only time you're able to say anything to put any constructive criticism towards this team is when we lose. If we win, you're not allowed to say anything. It's all about only saying things once the storm is hit. When the shit has hit the fan, then you're allowed to speak. Before that, you're not allowed to say anything. Otherwise, you're toxic and negative, apparently. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is, bro. Big up to you. Zurich really pushed us back today. I was thinking they would sneak one in on us. Yeah, so did I. So did I, bro. So did I. At the end, the two chances. Ramsdale saved one. The other one, they headed it over the crossbar. For me, that's squeaky bum timer. We shouldn't be holding on for dear life against Zurich. Come on, man. This is Arsenal Football Club. We shouldn't be holding on for dear life. But listen, I understand not every game you're going to smash them 5-6-0. But did we create a chance? It's not like we didn't create chances and they didn't open up. There was times they opened up and we created chances. We just didn't put them to bed. And that was a little bit disappointing. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We move. The most important thing is that we won ultimately. But there's things that we need to work on when it comes to this squad. But we move. We got Chelsea at the weekend and we move. Wasn't the best performance tonight. Very slow and sloppy on the ball. Tini was the only one that really did anything. But at least we got the job done of winning the group. Exactly. You know, your comments just, that is exactly how I feel about this game. Not a great performance. Sloppy, slow. We weren't clinical, but we got the win. Yeah, but we need to up the level coming up against Chelsea because we need to put them to the sword. You know, I am expecting a different Chelsea, a wounded Chelsea after what Brighton did to them, but we should be slapping them. We're in good form. We beat Nottingham Forest. We beat Zurich today, even though we didn't play that well. So let's go and do the business against Chelsea. But big up to you, bro. Jesus' goals will come probably lack of confidence and lack of service, bro. Lack of service. Like strikers, we all know strikers feed off the service. What service did he have from the midfield? You know, he can't just be relying on the wingers all the time. The midfield didn't provide anything for Jesus today. You know, we need better than that from Fabio Vieira and Lokonga because there will come games where we need them to affect the game and come on and change the game for us, or get the winner, or bring that extra spark, that extra, that extra sabor, extra, picante, extra sal, that salsa, that extra moli. And if they're performing like this, they're not going to be bringing no salsa. They're not going to be bringing no picante. They're not going to be bringing no jindungu. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. We need them to up their game. We need them to up their game. Jesus needs to either be played as a cam, false nine, or deep line forward. He's not a striker. Go out in January and a striker who actually scores lots of goals, and then play Jesus further back. I said this on the watch along, that I think that Jesus would be playing better as a cam. I said this on the watch along. I agree with you. I actually agree with you. But at the end of the day, like, I don't mind him being the second string striker. I just have a problem when you have your main striker, a striker like Jesus, that his best attribute is not scoring goals, because ultimately strikers are there to score goals, and he's just not doing that at the moment. He's doing everything else really, really well. But today I kind of felt a bit sorry for him, because he didn't really have the service from the midfield. A lot of dropping in that deep. I mean, a striker's only going to be dropping in deep as the CDM, because he's not finding the ball. He's not getting the ball. He's not getting the options, and they're not providing him the options. Really and truly, you want your striker to be receiving the ball, in the box. He needs to be the last person receiving the ball on the counter attack or on the attack. He needs to be the last one, and then just putting it bottom corner or top bins. But it's not. Gabriel Jesus a lot of the time has to drop in, do the job of the midfield, and by the time he gets in front of goal, you can see that he's all burnt out. He's got no energy. A lot of these shots don't have that picante, don't have that venom. You know what I mean? It just doesn't have it. It doesn't have that venom, bro. You know what I mean? Late night law side, big up to you, bro. Big up, big up, big up. Imagine this B squad in the Champions League this year. We would have been food for the other teams, 100%, bro. 100%, bro. And this is why I'm on, because we're trying. It looks like we're going to qualify for Champions League football next year if we continue on this trajectory in the way that we started the league. Sambi Lokonga, Mohamed Elneny, Fabi Vieira, Rob Holding, Eddie Nketiah are not Champions League level players. They're not. It's literally as simple as that. I think Sambi needs a loan, but he has no business playing in the league. He doesn't. But what can we do? We didn't do the business in the summer, so we're kind of like doomed if we do, doomed if we don't. You know what I mean? Hopefully in January he goes out on loan, and we can get better, bro. I agree. I do love a Desperados. I can't lie. I do love a Desperados. But I'm happy. Like, I'm happy that we're through. I'm happy that the group stages are done. It's just, it is what it is. Little things like this that just need to be rectified. And Nketiah needs to go in January. He's absolutely shocking. This excuse that he's young is just stupid. He's not even young. He's 23. Haaland's younger than him. And look at what he's doing. Exactly. But you're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to say that because you're negative. You're toxic if you say that, bro. You're negative and toxic if you say that. You're not allowed to say that. The Arteta police are coming out. They're coming out in full force saying, why can you not just be happy? You know what I mean? Because a lot of these Arteta policemen, they don't understand what constructive criticism is. Constructive criticism is actually positive. It's not actually a negative thing. That's why it's called constructive criticism. But it is what it is, bro. Big up to you. I do agree with your comment, but sometimes I got to add a little bit of sarcasm because too many people get upset when we're constructive. When we're constructing criticism of the team just to improve us and to actually, go for a major honor and actually win one of these major honors, because we've been sucked dry of a major honor for 19 years now. But it is what it is. You're not allowed to complain, bro. It is what it is. This Zurich side were terrible. Any real striker would have bagged goals today. Exactly, bro. Fabi Vieira is a legend. Arsenal Manic. I know you're capping, bro. I know you're capping. I can't see us winning the Europa League. There's so many good teams that could easily beat us, especially some of the teams coming down for the Champions League. I can't really see it either, bro. I can't really see it either, to be honest with you. But there you go. What can you do? What can you do? The rotation is awful. You've been telling us for some time, bro. I've been saying it, bro. The rotation players are not that great. They're really not, bro. They're really not. But it is what it is. Samit Lakonga is number 8, not a number 6. Arsenal are playing him wrong. And fam, give Fabi Vieira damn time. You cannot, bro, the way you're writing this, you cannot, I think you mean judge him on a bad performance. Come on, he's a human being, not a robot. As I said, Lakonga and Fabi Vieira have played, I swear they've played every single Europa League game. So it's not me judging them on one game. And Lakonga's been bad since last year. So it's not judging them on one game. I don't understand where this judging him on one game business come from. Yeah. If you watch the channel, I don't know if you're new to the channel, but if you watch my channel, I watch every game. And every game that he's been playing, he's been woeful like this. So it's not based off of one game. This is a series of mistakes. Fabi Vieira as well, the same thing, series of games where I'm seeing the same thing. Offer me something. I'm not asking these players. I know that Fabi Vieira is young and Lakonga's young. I know you're not the finished article. I can understand that. But offer me something. Give me something. What are you bringing to this team? Lukonga's bringing absolutely nothing. At half time, when I'm doing a watch along with Ozzy, both of us didn't realize that Lukonga was playing. I mean, I can't give bro. I can't say anything worse than that. How can I not know that you're on the pitch? Come on, you're a midfielder. You're supposed to be getting the most passes on the pitch. You're supposed to be recycling the ball, getting the ball, sparking counterattacks. Fabi Vieira is supposed to be assisting Jesus. If not Jesus, Reece Nelson. If not Reece Nelson, Nketiah. Did he do that? No. So what do you want me to say? Come on, bro. Come on, man. Like, let's not do all of that. Like, oh, you're judging him off one game. He's not a robot. Like, at the end of the day, he's a paid employee of the club, and I'm expecting better because I want my club to win the league. I want my club to win a major honor. And to win a major honor, we can't be carrying players like Lakonga, like Fabi Vieira, like Mohamed Onani. They need to step up. You either step up or you need to go. It's a results business for managers and the players. And if you don't do what is required, ultimately, it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. What's this here? White and Saka will start at the World Cup. Fabi Vieira didn't miss the Ben White cross. That was on purpose to set up Tierney for the goal. Fabi, what a genius. Arsenal man it, man. You're nah. Allow me, bro. Allow me. You are right. We can't get onto the back of defenders in this game. This game was an opportunity for the forward players such as Nketiah, Lakonga to make a statement. Exactly. And the thing is, I want them to make that statement. I want them to perform, but they didn't. You know, coming into this game, I said, when I saw the lineup, I said, right, Reece Nelson is starting. You make sure that you keep up the good form you had and the good performance you had against Nottingham Forest. Wasn't to the same level of Nottingham Forest, but he played well. Fabi Vieira, Lakonga, and Nketiah, this is your game to show us why you should be fighting for a starting place in the starting lineup. Did they do that? I don't think anyone can form an argument today to say that they do. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. What we do in January will say whether they have any ambition of actually winning the league or not. We need to strengthen mainly in the midfield and striker position, but knowing us, we probably won't. I agree. January 2023 is big. Incoming and outgoing need to happen. Another winger midfielder is crucial. What will probably happen is that come January, we'll be 10 points off the title and be looking down at top 4, then do bugger all in the window. Then excuses will be no one expected us to be top for so long. I can definitely see that happening. I hope and pray that doesn't happen, but I can see that happening. I can see that definitely happening, bro. We were so lucky today. We didn't lose today. I'm watching you from Poland, Warsaw. NYC, north side. Listen, big up, bro. Big up. If you're watching from Poland, I've been to Krakow. Yeah, it's a great place, man. Great place. Big up to you, bro. You're watching from Poland, man. Big up to you. Drop a leech in the building. Make sure you like and subscribe, but don't even have to get the chinelo. Yeah? Like and subscribe. Don't make me have to get the slipper out again, people. Like the thing, yeah? Like the thing. Man, I ain't even at dinner yet. You know what I'm saying? It's almost hitting midnight. Do you get me? So make sure you like and subscribe, share the content. Don't make me have to get the Chinelo out again, caramba. You know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe the thing. Big up to all of you lot, man. Real ones. You know what I'm saying? What's going on here? What's going on here? ¿Qué está pasando aquí, caramba? ¿Qué está pasando aquí? Exactly, Hardcore FC. What do you want him to say about the perform? What do you want him to say? The performance was amazing tonight, and it was just as good as the Forest game, and that we weren't slow and sloppy at all, bro. This is what I'm saying. Like, you can't please these man. These man are Arsenal police. They're Arsenal FBI, bro. Arsenal FBI fans that you cannot say nothing. These man get rattled, bro. They don't like reality. If they don't like reality, you better wait till you become an adult, bro. If these man ain't adults, I don't think they're adults. I wouldn't like to believe adults think like that, like Hardcore FC. But bro, in the real world, you better get ready. Things don't always go your way. I don't know how these men are gonna handle different opinions, life not going their way, bro. These men are triggered by an opinion. It's mad. It's mad. How is it toxic when you talk sense? I don't get it. You make valid points, yet no valid response, because they have no response, bro. They have no response. I'm there waiting, putting this comment up, waiting for him to say to me, why am I wrong for criticizing the Congo this game? Why am I wrong for criticizing Fabi Vieira or Nketiah? Why am I wrong? Why am I wrong for criticizing Mohamed El Neni, even though I have given him a bit of a pass because he's come back from an injury? I lay off with him a little bit. And I've not actually been that harsh with Gabriel Jesus. I could be a lot harder on Gabriel Jesus and say, we paid you to be the main guy. Why are you not scoring goals? But I've allowed him because with the context, he's not being given the amount of chances that he should be getting given from this midfield. So I could be a lot harsher. And I've been giving a lot of players that I don't necessarily rate props, like Ben White, like Xhaka, who didn't play today, but I've been giving him props. So I don't understand what people want. Like, Reece Nelson's not a player that I necessarily think is all that. I don't think he's a great player, and I don't really want him to get a new contract. But I have given him props today, and I gave him props against Nottingham Forest. Some people, you just can't please them. You can't please them. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. The performance wasn't amazing. That's an understatement. It was awful. We were hanging on at home to Zurich for the last 20 minutes. I agree. I agree. I can't argue that. I can't argue that, kind of. Desperados. You know what I mean? But, bruv, you already know, man. I ain't got time for Felix da Puta that want to be complaining about, you know, me being fair and having a fair assessment of the game. I don't know what they want, man. I don't know what these men want. As for Ben White, I wouldn't say he played well this season at right back. He's better there, that centre back, and pacey going forward, but can't cross and is crap defensively. Listen, I still think defensively he's not all that, but I actually think he's been decent. I do think he's been decent at right back. I don't think he's been amazing. I don't think his performances have been to the level of, like, I think Xhaka's been doing very well this season. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's up there that level, but I do think he's been good at right back. But I do think he will be exposed sooner or later because he's not really a right back. He's a centre back. And I do think there are deficiencies to this game. But I do think being a centre back, playing as a right back, I do think he has done decently. Like, I do think he deserves some praise. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to... Do you get what I'm saying? But at the same time, we need a proper right back. We don't need Ben White, a centre back, playing right back, in my opinion. Because that's just to me, that's a problem waiting to happen, in my opinion. So I get you, but at the same time, I do think he deserves some praise. I don't think he's been shocking like he was last season playing centre back. But that's just my opinion. Fabi Vieira in Porto was a bench player. He did a couple of games on the under-21s, but if he was good, he would be at a big club like Vitinha at PSG. Need I say anymore? Need I say anymore? To think Ian Wright actually had a go at someone for not giving Nketiah a 5-year contract with Henry shirt number. Great player for us and sounds like a nice guy, but clearly on the payroll. There you go. There you go, bro. That's why I don't listen to these men, bro. Like, a lot of these men got different interests. Like, they're getting backhanders and money from the club. You know what I mean? They're not going to say it as it is, the way that we will say it, because we're not receiving no money from the club. We just say it as we see it. You know, we're fans that just love about, they just love the club. I'm gonna say it as it is. So it is what it is, bro. Like I can already tell that, Ian Wright, he's not for the fans or the betterment of the team. He's more for, the club giving him, getting him to wheel out merchandise and being the spokesman for the club for all their PR and getting these little backhanders and stuff. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that, man. I loved him as a player, but after his playing days, he just pisses me off. Like a lot of stuff he comes out with, I think is bollocks. Yeah, man. Arsenal FBI, bro. I'm telling you, they're on every channel that's like mine, coming on complaining when there's AFTV putting up videos. If you want to hear everyone always being ultra positive, not everyone. I'm not trying to be nasty to but at the end of the day, like if you don't like what I'm saying, there's other channels, bro. There's other channels that will feed you what you want to hear. There's way more of them channels than channels like myself that I'm just say it as I see it and say it as it is. You know what I'm saying? But these men want to complain, bro. Arsenal FBI, bro. You know what I mean? I ain't got time for them. What are you talking about, Northside? Nelson's the next Ljungberg. Did you see that on Twitter, bro? Oh my god. I don't even want to entertain that, bro. I'm telling you now, bro. I don't even want to. Bro, this is why I got Twitter, but I ain't got Twitter. I got Twitter. I took it in case I ever wanted to, but I don't think I ever wanted to. I got Twitter, but I never tweet nothing. I don't think I follow anyone. I just got it there for the channel name, but that's it. Like I don't use Twitter, man. I'm not on Twitter, man. People be talking so much gas on Twitter, man. It's mad. You cut your hair, bro. I didn't cut my hair. I untangled my locks. So locks are just for people that don't know, that may not know, that may not be black. Obviously, a lot of people don't put up their picture, so I don't know. Locks are obviously hair that doesn't get brushed, that's tangled, yeah, that tangles together. All you have to do to get rid of it is just untangle it. So yeah, I haven't cut it, I just untangled it, and then now, yeah, it's like that. I was cutting my locks at times, like keeping it like this low, but then yeah, I just got bored of maintaining locks, and I had enough in it. Like some people are sad to see the locks go, but I don't really give a crap. You know what I mean? I can't bother to maintain locks anymore. But yeah, man, big up to you anyway. Be interesting to see how we do Sunday. Us and Chelsea both seem to do well one game and crap the next. It's games like this that will test Arteta tactically 100%. Arteta takes way too long to make his substitutions. When you look today and when he made his substitutions, I mean, he took 63 minutes to make his first substitution. But at halftime, I could already tell him that Nketiah wasn't doing anything. Fabi Vieira wasn't doing anything. El Nene wasn't doing anything. And Lokonga wasn't doing anything. But it always takes him 60 to 70 minutes to make those changes. And I don't understand why it takes him so long. Like, just make the changes. Like, you know what I mean? Just make the changes. I know today is, even a draw, we're still through. It's not like, it wasn't like the Tottenham-Marseille game where they had to win that game to progress in that competition. We were through regardless. But at the same time, it's like, come on, man. Just make the changes a lot earlier, man. It is what it is. Nketiah, number 14, with a new contract given out of sentiment. The more I think of this, the more I think of this, I want more to stick a scalpel in my freaking eyes. Come on, man. He's part of Project Youth, man. Get behind the boys. Get behind the boys. Eddie Nketiah, Super Eddie Nketiah, man. You know what I mean? What's this? I don't fuck with Twitter. I hear the mental cases on there are next level. It is what it is, bro. A lot of things I hear about Twitter, I don't hear people saying it in real life. And it's the same with some of the comments that I get. Like I don't hear people saying some of this craziness in real life. Some of the crazy comments that I get. But it is what it is, man. When people think they can hide behind a computer, not show their face, not show their actual real name, then they feel more comfortable to say what they really think, innit? And some people, they're just tapped. Like some of the things that they say, it's just tapped. Thanks for the information, bro. Hair looks good still, bro. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Yeah, man, no worries. You watch us lose and Aubameyang score a goal or two against us, that would be so typical. I wouldn't put it past us, man. But listen, hopefully we do get the win against Chelsea, man. All jokes aside, hopefully we do get the win. Northside also need to start killing off these smaller teams in the Europa League, bro. Well, I agree. I don't even know what else to say, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just got to the point where it's like, bro, we just need January to come by quickly, man. We just need to just quickly get to January and just do what we need to do in January. Anyhow, eu juro, anyhow, this club does not do what it needs to do in January. Yeah, man are gonna see what toxic is like. Man are gonna see me losing my temper, bro. They're gonna see me losing my temper. I want to win the league. We're in a great position. If we do not do what needs to be done in January, get ready. Every stream, I'm gunning for the whole club. I don't care. I'm gunning for everyone. Everyone's gonna get it, bro. Everyone's gonna get it. It's gonna be Fortnite. Everyone's gonna get it, bro. They better build a tower, and I'm still shooting it down, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. They better get ready, because them fused up thought that if they do not do what they were supposed to have done in the summer in January, get ready, bro. Get ready. I'm gonna be unbearable. I'm gonna lose it every stream. I don't care. They better do what needs to be done. I don't care. Big up Oregon Gooner, bro. Always, bruv, you're too generous with the donations, bro. You know what I'm saying? Always dropping a donation, bro. Big up to you, man. I appreciate it. Why is Rob effing Holding still at our club? Bro, because this manager doesn't know how to build a squad, bro. For as good as he got us playing and stuff, you can see that the performances with the Europa League, even though we still put in 5 or 6 starting lineup players in these squads that we rotate in the group stages, the fact is, this manager ain't good at building a squad, bro. Because you don't build a squad like this. And now that we're, utilizing more some of these starting lineup players, you can see it. It's not just today. It's been every game. Practically every game in the Europa League group stages so far that we've been playing horrendously. But it is what it is, man. Oregon Guna, big up to you, bro. Love for jumping on, as always. Big up to all of you guys. You know what I'm saying? Big up to all of you guys. You lot already know which ones that are the real ones, are the Trope Elite. You know what I'm saying? And pay no mind to the Arsenal FBI, Arsenal, you know what I mean? The Arsenal flipping, the police station, the Arsenal, bro, forget them, innit? They're always going to come on here saying that we're overreacting and this and that, bro. They'll be the same ones saying the same things we're saying at the end of the season. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Go have your dinner and catch. You've put in almost 4 hours on continuous stream, bro. You see how much work it takes on YouTube, bro. And sometimes you don't even get the views, or sometimes you put this much effort into a video and then it doesn't do what you want it to do. It's mad. YouTube ain't easy, bro. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. It's fun, and I do this obviously because it's fun. Like, it doesn't pay my bills or nothing. I do this because it's fun. But you see how much work it takes. Yeah, it's a lot. But big up Arsenal Manic, man. You're always here, man. You know, a lot of you lot are always here. I do recognize, even when I don't say your names out and stuff like that, I do really appreciate it, because you lot really support the team, and I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? It keeps man going with the channel. Obviously, I always support Arsenal, but I don't always have to keep up a channel if I just wake up tomorrow and say I don't want to do it anymore. So big up to all of you lot, liking the videos, sharing the content, always turning up, always supporting the team, always dropping comments. This is what keeps man going, you know what I mean? Like man said, like, big up Arsenal Manic. Like, I've almost hit 4 hours being on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? You lot and the interaction and you lot's banter and stuff is what keeps man going, do you know what I mean? So big up to all of you lot, man. You must be knackered. Thanks, by the way, bro. No need to thank me, bro. Big up to you, man, for always turning up. All of you for always turning up. Francisco, Taib, all of you lot. You know what I mean? Spursy as well, bro. Loads of you lot, man. Like, big up to all of you lot. Oregon Guna, big up to all of you lot, man. You know, I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Lakonga is a useless ghost. Fabi Vieira looks like Barney Gumble playing football. Actually, the Simpsons would do better, and Nketiah would struggle in Portugal's 3rd or 4th tier. If we put in a performance and play on the front foot, we can easily beat Chelsea. However, if we basically park the bus all the game, we tend to, at times, against big teams, then we could easily lose. I agree. This team doesn't know how to park the bus. Every time we park the bus, it's squeaky bum time. Northside, do you think players put less of a shift during the Europa League just because it's the Europa League? They tend to go out less intensity, or what do you think, bro? I just think that our rotation players just don't have the talent. Like, I don't think that Lukonga has the talent. I don't think that Fabi Vieira has the talent, in my opinion. I do think it's a little bit of the Europa League, a little bit of arrogance. We're Arsenal Football Club. You know, some of these players thinking, play for Arsenal Football Club. It's just a given that we're going to beat them. I do think it's a bit of that. But I also think main thing is a lack of quality. Nketiah is just not of the level. And I think a lot of it steers more down to lack of quality and a little bit of arrogance. Yeah, I'm sure some of these players are a little bit arrogant and thinking, what we're doing in this competition, this is Arsenal. We should be slapping them. We don't, we're top of the league. We should be able to slap Zurich. We don't have to put in a shift. I think it's a mixture of both, but I think it's more lack of talent by the rotation players than anything else. Sprinkled in with a bit of arrogance. Cheers, brother. You either have the talent or you don't in most cases. Exactly. Well, didn't Edu say something along the lines of we can win the league? You can only hold him to that, even if he does go back on it. If we don't, and it's the same old crap. Exactly. There you go. It is what it is. Listen, people. Man's going to go have something to eat. Man's going to go have something to eat, chill out, put my foot up and relax. Because, yeah. Like my brother said, I've been on there for like almost 4 hours. Big up to everyone. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell notification so you're always notified every time I drop a video. Love for the support. Love for always showing up. Love for the comments, the interaction, everything. Love for spreading the video on the channel around. Big up to all of you lot. And Arsenal won, Zurich 0. Not the best performance ever, but we did what we needed to do. We got the win. We topped the group. And we move on to Chelsea on the weekend. And we're out. Listen, people, but just before I go, I just remembered, I do have a special. I've got two big Chelsea channels. I'm going to do 2 individual videos tomorrow. One at 3, I believe, tomorrow, and one video when's the other video? I think the other video is at 5. So there's a lot of content tomorrow coming out. 2 videos, 2 different Chelsea channels, 2 different Chelsea guys coming on. Goonie from Man Knows Football, and also Eunice from Eunice Talks Football. So make sure you come and support the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe to their channels as well. And be setting that up early tomorrow. So make sure you tune in to both of them. One will be a Chelsea preview and the other one will be what's been going wrong with Chelsea. So make sure you tune into both of them. First stream at 3 p.m, the second stream at 5 p.m. Make sure you tuned in. And without further ado, we're out, caramba. We're out. And get Eddie and Nketiah, get that filho da puta out, and get Fabi Vieira, that Portuguese pastel, the nata, get that pastel at my club.